Today's figure is the final figure in my series of Rogue One figure reviews, at least until they come out with some new ones in the future. This is the Scarif Stormtrooper Squad Leader. Now, as I mentioned yesterday in my review of the regular Scarif Stormtrooper, that one is an exclusive. It's a Walmart exclusive, whereas this is just a regular release. And I find that kind of weird that they would put the normal trooper as an exclusive where, you know, people are going to probably want to army build that thing. And this one, they just have be the regular release. But anyway, this is, as I say, the regular release. It's got a number on it, 28. On the back, it is the same exact text, actually, from yesterday that we read about the regular Scarif Stormtrooper, but we'll go ahead and read it here. Specialist stormtroopers stationed at the top secret Imperial military headquarters on Scarif. Shore troopers patrol the beaches and bunkers of the planetary facility. So, yeah. So what I want to do is open him up, compare him not only with the regular trooper, but also with the hover tank driver or pilot that I talked about earlier. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, here he is. And I think it might be easiest just to start right off the bat and compare him with the other one because they're very similar, quite frankly. We have the same exact body, basically, and even the same helmet, although this, we'll get a closer look here. This one, the commander, has a bit of weathering, apparently, I guess, on the side there, but, and that's not present there. Aside from that, it's the same sculpt, and it looks identical. He does have more paint, though. In addition to the red, which they both have, and the stripe, he has sort of a blue, blue shoulders and a blue stripe across the front. And he also has this kind of skirt here. As all military commanders, of course, wear skirts. Now, if I had to say, I'm not really sure which one of these I prefer, to be honest with you. I don't really, as I mentioned in the previous video about this guy, I'm not a big fan of like colors on my troopers. I never really warmed to the clone designs. For example, I never bought any of the clone figures because a lot of them, they were colorful, and well, there are other reasons why I didn't buy them as well, but that was one. So I'm not sure how I feel about these, but yeah, they certainly look well done, assuming that these designs are accurate to the film, which I have no reason why they wouldn't be. Yeah. Now we can also compare with the hover tank driver. This it's a lot. Well, they certainly did a lot with the original sort of First Order Stormtrooper design in terms of the figures as well, having different variants on it and things like that. So I guess this is not too surprising, although I don't remember them reusing this much between figures. They tended to redo more, I thought, of the sculpting and whatnot. Still, these look pretty good together. A lot of this is going to hinge on just how these appear in the film, frankly, and what my opinion of the actual characters in the film is, how I'm going to feel about these. I'm not sure. I'm reserving judgment at this point. So let's take a second now and look at all of the figures that I have reviewed up until now. So here are all of the figures that I reviewed this time. And you can see that there's quite a few more bad guys, if you will, than there are rebels. Which is interesting because, this film, one of the characteristics of this film is that it's got a very large kind of ensemble cast with a diverse range of interesting looking characters. I don't know much about a lot of them, but I guess, I'm sure that they're going to be releasing figures for most of them, if not all of them, sooner or later. But it's kind of an interesting choice of which figures to make at the beginning. I really, to be honest with you, I'm more interested in a lot of those figures than these, just as characters, and visually, I think they're more visually interesting. But still, not a bad selection, I think. I guess it just remains to be seen how good the film is and how much I like it. And, you know, if I am just sort of meh about it, then maybe I'll not be picking up too many. But who are we kidding? I'll probably be getting them all. Especially not necessarily all of the troopers. I picked up all these troopers here just sort of, I don't know, for completion's sake, and because I happen to have sort of the exact number of figures to do one a day up until Rogue One is released. But I don't know that I'll be doing that from now on. But I do definitely, I think, want to get all of the Rebel sort of team. I think that would look really cool together. So look forward to more of those in the future, and I look forward to talking to you after we've all seen Rogue One. Until then, may the Force be with you.